Welcome to the game cave, people. Welcome to the void. We're playing Tyranny. And let's see, let's go in here. I did watch the previous episode just to refamiliarize myself with the place. And I drew the conclusion that we should probably head inside. Oh shit, I never even entered this here before the first time. Here's Siren. Let's talk to Siren then. Siren stands here, surrounded by a group of villagers. She speaks to them in soft, dulcet tones, holding them hypnotized with her hand motions. Her headdress flashes as she speaks, and you are unable to tell if it's a trick of the light or the gem in it is actually glowing. She's swept up in her oration and seems completely unaware you've arrived. There's a lull in her conversation as she opens her eyes.
Well, look who's here. And what brings you to Lethian's Crossing? Can't imagine it's the scenery or the quaint locals. Have you come to spoil my fun?
She frowns a little, momentarily lost in the thought.
Tunon probably insisted you find me, didn't he? Because we can't let Siren have any fun, can we? Let's control her. Let's tell her what she can and can't do. Let's use her to destroy nations.
As she speaks, the crowd around her appears agitated, and the air in the room grows heavy and warm. Suddenly, she smiles.
But enough of that talk. What do you think of my followers?
She makes a motion over at the group gathered at her feet. Right. As she speaks, you feel a pleasant serenity washing over you. The crowd calms and breathing becomes easier. Yeah, you shouldn't be doing this, Siren. These people don't truly love you, you're manipulating them. Yeah, I think we're gonna chide her. It's not right. I think Roland would have been a bit harsher with her. Like, don't fuck with people's minds, he would have said.
Don't worry, Fatebinder. I'm just practicing.
While her words and tone convey a careless air, the peace you were feeling tightens in your brain, and a couple of the gathered crowd slowly turn their heads to look at you.
Besides, who doesn't love having a legion of adoring lackeys?
She smiles, and the tightness releases your mind. The head turns again to face Siren, adoration shining in their eyes.
Are you going to disband this group too?
She asks, her tone turning cold. It feels like the room is getting smaller. Yeah, Siren, I will warn you only once. Stop that now.
Ugh, not this again. All anyone wants is for me to control myself. Why doesn't anyone want me to let loose? I know. You don't have to answer.
She holds up a hand and rolls her eyes again.
That was a joke. I have a little more self-control than that. But maybe you're right. Perhaps if you were to allow me to accompany you. You did activate one of the spires, so your power is something I could learn from. You'd be able to teach me how to control myself.
Really? That's her pitch? I suppose there's no harm in seeing what her abilities are. And I did. I guess she just called my bluff, didn't she? Although taking no responsibility for herself. I mean, how old is she? Like 12? 13? Alright, Siren, you may join me. You need someone watching over you.
Let's go. If you're gonna teach me the wonders of the world, it's not gonna happen here.
Right. She's level 14 versus level 11. Well, maybe we change verse.
Goodbye to you too.
Listen, it's just temporary, alright? Now let's have a look at Siren's abilities. She has Lots of attributes to spend, but it's the talents. Okay, here we go. Songs. Blood brings the dawn, a powerful battle chant. Siren was forced to sing for the Scarlet Chorus to inspire them to victory. Bringer of death. What is this? Dual vocalization. Through mastery of her vocal potential and the aid of her magic, Siren gains the ability to sing 2 songs simultaneously. So we've unlocked all of this, right? Fatebinder's victory! Yeah, empowers allies to ensure their victory. What does it actually do? Move speed, minus recovery time, plus accuracy, plus hit protection, plus health. Well, shit. Glory in battle. Evokes the qualities of the disfavored. Song of Valor and Defiance, adopted by the Vendrian Guard to boost morale in the rebellion. I don't think we need that. Breath of Winter. Violent song that chills the bone. Extreme cold magic. Oh, these are the debuffs. Yes. Oh, Bringer of Death sounds cool. Bane at Night. Terrorizes enemies with notes that conjure horrifying visions of the Bane. To the tears we march. Accuracy. Events of Kyros's conquest over the tears. It's in 6 stanzas, representing each nation of the tears that fell before Kyros's might. Okay, that's cool. Alright. So, we can go with Peace and get Aura of Resolve. Expending the duration of helps. Okay. Bonus to parry and dodge. And plus Resolve. That seems very good. Force is... This is a quick sonic blast that deals crush damage to enemies. Forcefully pushes them away from her. That's a good ability to have, at any rate. Since it maintains a damage prevention shield around herself. Any damage, even if prevented by Resident Field, will briefly stop this field from regenerating. Okay. This is a passive. Okay, that's cool. This is just song rate. What does that mean? Siren accelerates her vocal progressions, increasing the speed of her songs and causing her to move through each stanza more quickly. Well, that's supposed to be good, right? Siren automatically gains breath at the start of combat. 2 starting breaths. So is this like a chanter class in Pillars of Eternity? Right, breath 5. I think it is. I think it is, right? Focus song. Channel voice towards enemies. Getting an accuracy bonus for her offensive songs. Yes. When Siren is defeated, her final breath unleashes a potent wave of vengeful emotion. All enemies nearby become weakened, dazed, and frightened. In vengeful pitch, Siren maintains a field of sound around her that retaliates against attackers. Right. Well, we don't need her to tank, do we? Here's Aria of Pain. Take arcane damage. Confusion. This sounds cool. Aria of Confusion sounds cool. I'll probably take that. Aria of Storms. Lightning that strike all foes near her, and then chains to distance enemies. What? Okay. Aria of Nightmares. The power in her voice creates an embodiment of her memory that will terrify and torment her foes. Breath 8. Okay. So what's the what is the peace thing do then? I wish I could just get a synopsis. Like hover over this and get a, like, this is the sort of things that it does. Sustained breath lets her retain breath at the end of combat, right? Instead of gaining them at the start of combat. So quick breath is probably better, but if they can stack, that would be good. If you have like multiple small engagements before a big one, that would be nice, but because then she'd already have like the breath to release one of the big abilities here. Aria of Memories. Recalls happy memories and begins to sing. The power of her voice creates an embodiment of her memory that will serve to protect her and her party by forcing enemies to attack it. Oh, really? That's cool. That sounds very useful, actually. Oh, while not wearing heavy armor, she's immune to engagement. Guise of Innocence. As long as Sirius is not wearing heavy armor, Guise of Innocence will now grant her 50% critical deflection. Okay, that's really good. Inspiration. Experience gains for magic and subterfuge skills. Inspiration also grants Sirian additional spell slots. Okay, that's something we want. Aria of Dissonance. Well, let's see what this is first. Disarming Guise. Non-threatening appearance. Oh, plus 50 defense when disengaging. That's good. That's good. Lagurus Tempo. Sirian slows her vocal progression, reducing the speed of her songs and causing her stanzas to last longer. While Lagurus Tempo is... Alright. So I don't know then, do you want the rapid or a slow tempo? These are all sustained, right? They're modes. Mode abilities. Crystalline control, be careful of restraint. Sirian can safely control her voice over longer distances, increasing the range of defensive songs. Okay, so let's find out what the defensive songs actually do. This gives me plus parry, plus dodge, plus resolve, and that sounds good. Aura of Respite. Removes a random hostile effect. A cone. Aria of Winter. Freeze enemies. Sirian voice unleashes a wave of icy wind that washes over enemies, leaving them frozen. Reviving Song. Sirian's Aria of Respite now has the power to reach into the minds of allies that are now completely unconscious and revive them. Well, shit. That sounds really good. And Aria of Memories. Embodied Memory. I mean, we're probably... Area of Nightmares. Summon Embodied Nightmare. Memory that will terrify and torment your foes. Oh, okay, so it's also a summon. Aria of Confusion sounds very good. Quick Breath sounds good. Focused Song. The damage... oh yeah, that's the resonant field. Okay, we're definitely getting one of these, right? And then Aria of Resonance will sunder foes. Cannot defend the... okay, have their armor sundered for a short time. Takes damage. Arcane damage. I don't know. Disarming guys will take. Area of dissonance. Party's armor and causes foe to strike minutes and their attack damage reduced. Oh, so people who attack someone with the aria of dissonance have their damage reduced. So that's something which you could throw on Barak, right? Yeah. Right, sustained breath we want. Inspiration. Oh yeah, yeah, plus spell slots. She needs that. Defensive cry. Protecting her and nearby allies by significantly increasing 1 per encounter. Magic defense, will defense, endurance defense. Okay. Aria of respite is very good. So we'll take that. We'll take sustained breath. 2. We'll get guise of innocence. Crystalline control. I think we need this. Boom, boom, boom. I still can't get that. That's 12 points spent. Oh, I'm out of points. Okay, well, fuck the resonant field. No! God damn it. I did this. Go like that. And boom, 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 boom. Boom. Bye. And there we go. So we get Aria of Memories. Okay, I think that's good. So let's do that. And we definitely want spell... Wait a minute. Might gives... ability strength. So does her songs count as spells or as magic? Performance skill, discordant melody. Activated skills performance. I don't know. I don't know. She has a lot of resolve. Performance skill. 60 ranks, right. It increases with vitality and wits. Right, so spell strength increases that. Let's get her up to 19 then. And vitality also. Got performance, let's give her some points into vitality. How many points do I have left? Where does it say exactly? It doesn't. Okay, well I can get that to get her performance skill up, because that's the most important, right? And spell, yeah, save. Spell creation. What am I going to give her then? What are her skills? In terms of she doesn't know. So she's no mage then. But she can be. Oh yeah, she has even more spell slots than Lantry does. Although her lore skill is in the fucking toilet. Okay. Let's give her illusion then, right? That makes sense for her to have illusion. And Lantry can deal damage and buff. Right, so we want to give her illusion, this thing here, Unravel Minds. We'll throw in not intensity, but accuracy. And if we can, area of effect. Yes, we can. Can I add in range? No. Okay, so we'll assign this here. We will get this thing here, which is a spectral blur, that's fine. Increase intensity. Range of 2 meters. How do I... Stop it. Stop it. Thank you. Right. User. Minus recovery time. Well, that sounds good, actually. Let's get duration, though. Duration is nice, and we can probably... yeah, we can also get the range. Good. Let's see here. This is false pit. We'll want a bigger area of effect. Art of bleeding. Causes the bleeding affliction. Well, that sounds good. Fun aligned. Causes this an impact spell. So travel through their target in a piercing line. Yeah. Knocks them prone. I like the bleeding effect. Sounds good to me. Let's try that. Right? And this thing here, mischievous mass, causes confusion and frightened and blindness. I think we up the accuracy to 80. That's 85 already. So that's good then. Okay, so we got her the illusion spells. So what can we do in terms of lightning? Is this good for anything? Some damage there. Light charge fist pushes people away, so I guess that's kind of cool. Electric jolt stuns people. And deals some damage. Fulmination deals damage and increases shock damage taken, right? So you go fulmination and then you go all your other lightning spells. Alright, let's add in the intensity and accuracy and range for this. And with the push, I can add the bleed effect. Lightning that makes you bleed. Gee. That sounds kind of nasty. So we'll get that. Boom. Oh yeah, I also got fire now. Distant impact. Electric jolt, right. It stuns people. So we'll probably want a longer duration on the stun. And we can get volleys. Well, we can't actually. Sigil of piercing. Spell surge. Can't get any of the fun ones with that stuff. So let's get the accuracy then. Instead. Boom. Fulmination. We need the area of effect on this one. Shock damage taken for 4 seconds. Well, we can increase it to 5. So we'll do that. And the last one is the ball lightning, which deals pretty good damage. Let's get the accuracy boost. And that's 85 already. Okay. So we'll do that then. And Lantry here. What do we give you instead? I could do flesh to stone. And petrify people. With increased duration, increased accuracy. And add bleeding. Yeah. And range as well. And recovery, interrupt. Allows spells to interrupt. Well, he's already going to get, it's not worth it, right? He's already going to get stoned. I mean, that's pretty interrupting as it is. Right? Cool. We will do that then. Okay, so worth it to hop in here. I don't think anybody else has anything to say. They don't have any names at any rate. So I'm curious to see how she fits into the party then. She's probably going to be a little weak at first because we don't have any equipment on her. Besides the, you know, what she comes with. And I highly doubt that it's impressive. No, it's just basic shit. Songbird dress. I mean, maybe I could upgrade it somehow. I don't know. I don't know. Let's change our formation here. Yeah, block formation, custom formation. I'll do that.
I got it.
Actually, that looks retarded. Let's just get the block. Block formation is fine. Yes. Okay. So, that's one house. We've been in here. Merchant Helena will speak with you at another time. Let's have a look and see if there's anything else we might have missed. Well, let's cross the river. We'll take this one level at a time, one plane at a time, if you will. Melito, settler. Oh, Melita, she's survived. Okay, so there's no doors on this first level, then. Good, good.
Can't do it.
We'll go up here instead. Wop wah, wop wah, wop wah. Gino. Got fresh catch for a fair price. I wouldn't want to bother you with this. Those fish were earned with blood from his fellow tearsmen. You've been spreading those lies? You keep spreading those lies and I will beat you unconscious with this fresh and reasonably priced river fish. I'm so sorry you had to see that. Gino does a quick and apologetic bow. My brother Allegan normally runs this stall, but he's out getting supplies right now, so I've been forced to endure the public while I watch over things. Allegan should return shortly. What was he talking about? Blood of the Tearsman. Gino waves his hand dismissively in the direction the settler walked. I would rather not give their lies the time of day, but I assure you, I've done nothing wrong. False rumors usually begin when someone has made enemies. Gino sighs, seeming to size you up. You are spoken of likely the other settlers. Spoken very highly. Oh, you are spoken of very highly by the other settlers, so I'm sure I can trust you. He motions you closer and lowers his voice. A while ago, I used to frequent an obscure part of the Twin Rivers where the fishing is very profitable. One day, I saw something I probably shouldn't have, and some disfavored caught sight of me trying to escape. The disfavored must be trying to discredit me in case I ever came forward with the information. But I assure you, I would never cross Kyros's armies. I would much rather wash my hands of this whole dirty business. But I'm sure someone with your authority could get to the root of this. If you find the person responsible for spreading these lies, you would have a hefty discount at my store. I'll look into it for you. Thank you, Fatebinder. I'd speak to one of the other merchants first. Maybe Aldian. One of them is sure to know something. Sure. Why didn't I see you before the attack of the settlement? I was out gathering supplies from my brother Allagan. I guess we were lucky and missed it. Let's see what you have. Right this way. Yeah, shit is what he has. He has jack shit. Okay. Let's head inside here then. It's the depressed dude still alive? Yeah, he's still alive. Let's talk to him. Maybe things have gotten better. No. Nothing you can say will help. Oh, there's loot though. I guess I must have missed the corpse. Nice. Okay, we cross over. Some more settlers. Let's see what's in here. Are you guys alright? Loading. Alright. None of them had anything to say. There we go. Okay, that's my coffee ready. Let me just find my cup. There we go. Hold on while I'm just gonna pour myself a cup and we'll keep going. Yeah. There we go. Let's put you over here then. For now. Right. These people here making it out okay? Lohara, Master of Tempering. Zedenya is a capable warrior, as she is a smith. I can only imagine her restraint with Raytaman is for the sake of the Magebane and the people of Lethian's Crossing. I may be of assistance. Eladian mentioned you might need some help. Yes, actually, that goat fucker... that goat fucker Raytaman really made a mess of this settlement. Not only did he capture the head of our order, but he also killed several of my forge hands. She smashes her fist into a nearby table, launching several metalworking tools into the air. As much as I'd love to personally track down that bastard, I'm duty-bound to stay and fulfill my commitment to the armies. I was going to send some of my own to tackle a few problems, but now we barely have enough hands to keep the fire stoked. If you've got the time, I could really use your help with the missing shipment. Tell me about the missing shipment, then. She raises an eyebrow. last iron delivery was light. The Bronze Brotherhood has been attacking the forge-bound caravans for years, and even though the ore is useless to them, they attack our porters just to spite us. Her face takes on a sour expression. I probably shouldn't mention this, but if you're going to help me, you deserve to know everything. There were some very important weapons sent back to us, hidden in that shipment. We need to repair them and get them back into the hands of the soldiers. My hunch is that... Wait. Oh, it's still her. Right, I thought it changed to the guy in the room. Never mind. She looks too buff. My hunch is that killing our porters and taking their rations was enough. They leave no cause to lug a bunch of rocks back to their camp, and I don't think they knew that the weapons were there. At least I hope they didn't. She scratches her jaw, thinking. Our man meant to travel through the dense forest of Deserter's Watch. We don't know their precise route, as our porters often improvise on the road to avoid encounters with bandits. I know that isn't much to go on, I'm sorry. I'll keep such locations in mind. You have my thanks, Fatebinder. Good iron is crucial. Losing the shipment of weapons would be tragic. How will you supply the armies with fewer forge-bound presents? Not easily, I can assure you. Were you to double our ranks, the task would still be monumental. We cannot easily expand our guild membership. Our art is a painstaking craft, and very few have the aptitude for it. We are, sadly, chronically short on apprentices. Those that do join us still face many risks. Our process is demanding, to say the least. To achieve perfection, we bind our physical selves into hammer and flame, but doing so invites harm to the undisciplined. Many an overzealous apprentice have attempted to impress me, striking the hot metal until their very heart burst. Lohara is unmoved by the recollection, her mouth a taut line. In truth, the reckless ones will never make it. Better to find out sooner rather than later. But their scarcity does make them important, even the apprentices that shame you with their foolishness. She sighs, reluctant to continue. Fatebinder, I have a favor to ask you if I may. You may. One of my younger charges, Garrick, strayed too far from the forge. I know a man of his age is beset with wanderlust, but he should have realized that we have to stay close to the forge for a good reason. Garrick was out during a Bronze Brotherhood raid, and he has not returned. I fear he may be dead, but I would welcome someone spying on the Bronze Brotherhood to see if they're holding them, and, naturally, rescue him if he's still alive. And if he's dead, her gaze falls to the ground. If he's dead, bring me the tools so that they may be returned to his master. Garrick mentioned that he heard of rare and exotic Old World's materials falling into Brotherhood hands. I fear he may have been inspired to seek out a rumored entrance to the Old Worlds along Haven's northeast border, in the Twin Rivers area. Oh, we're going there. The Brotherhood supposedly operate there. If you hear any of such camps in that location, then you do well to start your search there. I know of a Brotherhood camp in Twin Rivers. Very good. He certainly must have gone there. She shakes her head. The recklessness of youth. Did he expect to ask the Bane to help him in his search? I must be going. Okay, so we got a new side quest. Cool. There's probably more to do as well. I know of one quest that I haven't picked up yet. I'm not sure where I do it exactly. But I remember doing one side quest from before. Here's Dea. Over here, I need your help. Fatebinder, Dea cries out to you. I need your help, it's terrible. Her voice breaks and she wipes her hand across her eyes. My wife is dead. She puts her face in her hands and sobs. Poor Phaedra. She pulls her hands away, a fierce passion in her eyes. She was slain by the Bronze Brotherhood. This cannot be allowed to stand. I demand a Fatebinder's justice. We'll use our lore skill. You didn't seem very happy to have her around yesterday. You presume to know my feelings? Just because I don't fawn over her, I don't love her? Because I don't smile and swoon when she speaks, I'm unhappy? How dare you? She puts a hand over her eyes and sobs. Join the queue. Jesus Christ. Alright. I can find her killer, but how do you know it was the Bronze Brotherhood? The necklace. Her hand moves to her neck, tracing bare skin. She was wearing the necklace I gave her when he... She bursts into tears. It was a younger man. Her words tremble with sobs. Sandro. She whispers the name in a lowered tone. He struck her dead and took the necklace. I was paralyzed. I froze and just watched. Her eyes well up with more tears overtake her. Our bearing false witness can lead to even more murder. Are you sure it was Sandro and not some other Brotherhood mercenary? Of course I'm sure. I would recognize Sandro anywhere. The angry tone in her voice rises. He and Phaedra were friends once. They had a falling out years ago over some trivial matter. He must still be angry about it. I think he took the necklace as a token. You know how these mercenary thugs are. Right. I'll be back after I find Sandro. Kill Sandro, and please bring back the necklace. The thought of these thugs pawning it. She rests her head in her hands and sobs. You can't let him get away with this. The Brotherhood's hideout is somewhere in the Twin Rivers. Kill him and give me some peace. Right.
Sorry.
Good stuff. Good
I can't.
stuff.
Sorry. I can't.
I can't. Sorry. I can't. I can't. Sorry. I can't. You must gather your party before venturing forth. Okay, there's nothing in here then. I hope you don't mind me drinking coffee. I know that you guys can sometimes hear it. But, you know, I have neighbors, so I can't be shouting to get the volume I need. So the gain has to go up, and you guys just have to bear it. I know it's a harsh burden to bear, but oh well. Merchant Helena. Fine day, my friend. Might I interest you in my wares? I have all manners of goods I know you'll need. What do you know about Gino? Gino? Why would you want to know about that? Reprobate. What's a reprobate? Helena shrugs. I was told by someone who saw the bodies that Gino killed the other fishermen in the village so he could get a leg up. And that he paid off the occupying army to look the other way. Who saw the bodies? Gino's younger brother Allegan is the one who told me about the bodies. He has been telling people about it in hopes that someone would come to town and do something about it. Oh, really now? Okay. Okay. Let's ask Eladon. He's the town leader. He surely must be aware of all the rumors and stuff, right? People like the gossip. May the silence of peace and the jangling of rings both follow you in all things. Okay, it seems we can't, speak to him about any of the other stuff. Never mind. So we'll try to right, we haven't been all the way up top yet. But I don't know if there's even a house up there or a door or anything like that. Let's quickly head up there and see. I don't remember. It's always this way in RPGs, especially in like RPG cities. I always get lost in those things. They're labyrinths, one and all. Oh yeah, there is a door on the 3rd floor. Okay. Let's head inside here and have a... Ooh! Ah, this goes up even further, does it? Ah, and continues. Right. So let's see what's in here then. I have been here before. Right. It looked... the fog of war looked very dense. So I thought I discovered a secret passage. But no. Oh yeah, it's the guy who can't fucking fix his wall. It's that guy. Alright. No. Zim zam zoom. Okay, we got some. Right, this is the Moonshine Falls.
Sorry, I can't.
They're keeping this gate open for me, apparently. So that's risky, isn't it? Okay, yeah, we've done everything. There's Gino. Let's speak to him. Greetings to you, Fatebinder. What can I do for you? Allegan is the one spreading the rumors. Gino's face turns dark red and his lips to a line. Why? Why would my brother do that to me? Okay. He says you paid off the occupying army to look the other way when you killed some men. Gino's face tightens further. His arms begin to shake with rage. It was a Bane attack. They are nothing but husks now. I have no reason to kill anyone. Why should I believe you if I don't know your side of the story? His posture stiffens and his rage turns to bitter fear. Fine. He looks around for anyone in the vicinity. It wasn't a Bane attack, okay? His voice becomes almost a whisper. It was a group of disfavored soldiers burying a group of those shaved head, stave-wielding assholes in the chorus. Where are these bodies? We show him the map. He points out a spot on the map in the area, in the Twin Rivers, that is behind a group of overgrown bushes on the southwest end of the area. Okay. Perhaps you'll find the bodies. It could legitimize my side of the story. Alright. Oh, that's it? That's it? Cool. So... I kind of want to go back to the spire. Let me just open my map here. Actually, let's see. Do I have any more missives? Missives? Oh, here we go. Milthus. Right. So we asked her... Right, first we requested her advice, and she wanted to know about or what we inquired about. Then we inquired about the spire, And then we acquired about the edicts, and this is the response to that. Okay. It is difficult to separate fact from superstition when it comes to edicts. It seems only Kairos knows how it all works. The rest of us are left to live in fear and ponder it all. Kairos' edicts are a sort of magic above and beyond even the Archons. I dare say the edicts are stronger than Kairos, as there is no evidence that Kairos can willingly stop an edict once it's set into motion, which is, in part, why Kairos' edicts seem to have an until or unless clause in their wording. Clause, alright. I know the edicts, as powerful as it is, requires a human voice to complete the casting. Thus, the Overlord has people like you proclaim edicts cast far away from the Imperial throne. The magic is Kairos' magic, but the human voice is the final carrier or trigger to complete the magic phenomena. And here is what's most fascinating, at least as far as you're concerned. There have been dozens of mortal agents who have been made to proclaim edicts. 2/3 of them die within a decade, and many give reports of lingering mystic scars from the ordeal. There has also been a handful to resolve or break an edict. These until or unless clauses get fulfilled from time to time, and we see a similar pattern in history. Those who resolve an edict often live short lives, as many speak of arcane side effects of the shattered edicts. This is not sounding good. Here's where you're unique. Aww. Thank you. To the best of my fact-finding, you are the first to proclaim and break the same edict. Whether mystical power is involved in the creation and destruction of such things, you are the first to stand at the terminus of both. Now I know that the spires can be awoken. Oh, now that I know that the spires can be awoken, it makes sense that if anything can or would do wake them from slumber, a shattered edict seems the likely culprit. Kairos has other edicts in place throughout the tiers. If you truly wish to learn more, perhaps you should take it upon yourself to shatter those edicts. After all, if Kairos did not wish for the edicts to be broken, why include a termination clause? Yothus. Okay, we'll solicit her advice. Right. Dear Miathus, I appreciate the information. Thank you for sharing. Know knowing what you know about my situation, what would you do? It is in transit. Fine. Awesome stuff, yes. There we go. Okay. So, Credo Village, that's where we are now. That's Twin Rivers. That's Deserter's March. Which is unreachable. The Bronze Brotherhood have operated in this area in the past, but the Deserter's March is a vast stretch of wilderness. Before traveling here, you'll need to identify a section with known Brotherhood activity. Ah. So traveling here will take 6 hours and 45 minutes. Back to the mountain spire will take me 1 day, 15 hours. Yeah. I'm not sure what I want to do. If I want to go back to the spire or not, or press on. I think we go back to the spire, right? Yeah. I want to see if I can make some of those, you know, some of those weapons schematics that I found. And then we'll see if we can't figure out Siren. You know? See what her abilities are like. Oh, look at that! Bane of Night. And Glory in Battle. Yeah, okay. Alright then. Fatebinder's victory. Red runs are blood. Glory in battle. Glory in battle is pretty good. Bringer of death. Okay, so it has to be... There has to be certain ones. You can't choose whichever you want. It has to be a certain thing. And then you need breaths to do that. The other stuff, that is. And we got spells. Cool. Yeah, thank you for watching. I think we'll end the episode here, but we'll upload, I think, one more today. Don't know if I'll upload more after that. I'm noticing my ability to actually read is plummeting in the toilet. So I need a break. At the very least, I need a cup of coffee, and I have that situation well in hand. So yeah, I think I'll make one more today and upload it, so you guys can have a look at that if you want to. And yeah, thank you for watching. So long.